Social distancing has forced us to change our daily lives in huge ways. We're not seeing the same people we're used to seeing every day, like classmates or coworkers, but we're seeing a lot more of people in our household. Now more than ever, it's important for us to be checking in and communicating with people in ways that are healthy and respectful. We have plenty to stress about without adding relationship drama to the mix. Here are 2 tips to consider in navigating relationships and conversations respectfully. First, let's talk about active listening. Think about a time that you were talking to someone, maybe sharing something important or just having a casual conversation, and it felt like they weren't listening to you. Maybe that person was distracted, was on their phone, maybe they weren't looking at you or weren't responding in a way that you needed them to or expected them to. Kind of hurts, right? Now I want you to think about a time that maybe you were the person who's not being an ideal listener. And it's okay, we've all been there. But being an active listener is a really simple thing that we can do to strengthen our friendships and relationships and make other people feel good. Some easy tips and tricks include putting away any distractions like your phone, give the speaker some cues that you're listening to them by looking at them, nodding, or asking questions. Second, practice being assertive. Assertive communication is direct and allows us to express our rights and our needs while also being respectful of other people. This is different from being aggressive, which is disrespectful and doesn't consider the impact on someone else. Being assertive is key to communicating with others to clearly get your point across. People aren't psychic and they might not know if they've accidentally done something to harm you unless you let them know. A quick trick to assertive communication is starting a sentence with I instead of the word you. For example, maybe you've been feeling distance from your dating partner due to not being able to physically see them. Instead of approaching the subject by saying something like, you never call me as much as you used to, or you're making me feel unloved, start by sharing your experience with an I statement. Like, I've been struggling in the past few weeks because it's been harder for us to spend time together. I'd love it if we could find time to talk more or do something to feel more connected. This will sound less accusatory and will help your partner understand where you're coming from. Ultimately, just remember to be respectful of others. It's natural and normal to feel anger, sadness, or fear sometimes, especially now. But if you're communicating with someone and projecting these emotions toward them, you could potentially hurt them. You have the right to tell someone if they've upset you, and it's okay to wait a day or two to think about what you want to say and how. Sometimes giving yourself some space and time from the incident will help you understand what the real problem is. Communication and relationships aren't always easy. These are lifelong skills that we're each navigating and improving on. And no one's perfect, but now is a great time to work on active listening, assertive communication, and respectful conversation together.